Hello，大家好欢迎来到我们在美国际教育 InAmerica 举办的 College Carnival 本科规划嘉年华的第二周活动的现场。本次活动呢，也是我们第二周活动的第一场。今天呢，我们也是非常的荣幸，请到了英大下校的负责人 Tiffany Clayton 来做这么一个分享。相信上周呢，大家也一定是有满满的收获。这周呢，我们也会给大家带来精彩纷呈的下校项目，包括科研项目。So today we're very happy and fortunate to have Tiffany Clayton today to share about Penn High School program. So Tiffany, it's our pleasure to have you today. So I'll be simultaneously translate today. So 那么我可以给大家再做一个简单的这个项目介绍哈。宾夕法尼亚大学呢暑期预科项目也是欢迎来自世界各地的聪明和雄心勃勃的高中生呢来提前体验常春藤学校的魅力然后无论是来身临其境的感受这个大学预科体验还是对感兴趣的领域做一个更深层次的研究还是计划通过获得学分呢来获得大学录取的先机。然后呢，在宾夕法尼亚大学呢，大家可以和大学教学职工和教授呢，在一个大学水平的课程中呢，探索就是你自己感兴趣的主题或者是这个未来的专业，并通过宾夕法尼亚大学卓越的图书馆和校园学习中心呢，寻求学术支持和进一步学习。那么在夏季和每年的学年提供选择上呢，还有专业研究或学术探索，无论是否获得学分。这个我们今天都会一一的为你就是一一解答 about 这个我们这个下校项目。
Great. So good morning. I'm sure what time it is right there, but good morning from the East Coast in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My name is Tiffany Clayton. I am the Director for High School Programs at the University of Pennsylvania School of Arts and Sciences. So James, will you be moving the screen forward?
Yes, I will help you to move the PPT. Let me just quickly translate for you really quick.
Okay.
那么今天我们也是刚才像我说到，非常荣幸 have Tiffany 来到我们这个分享现场Tiffany 现在也是这个整个项目的总监也是坐落在费城，然后他所在的院校呢就是文理学院
So I would like to introduce my team, the high school programs leadership team. As I said, my name is Tiffany Clayton. I am the director for high school programs. The assistant director is Jawin Zong. And the manager for high school programs is Jim Ramey. This is our contact information. Our email is hsprogs@sas.upenn.edu. Our phone number is at the bottom, and actually it's 215. My apologies for the error. And our at Penn SAS High School is actually our Instagram. So feel free to follow us there.
Thank you. 那么 Tiffany 呢，刚才也是简单介绍了一下，就是整个项目的人员构成Tiffany 老师呢也是这个 director， 就是总监，然后呢也介绍了底下他的同事的信息值得更正的一下呢，就是电话号码的话是215是一费城的一个号码，所以大家如果是对这个项目感兴趣的话呢，也是可以通过我们 InAmerica 或者是联系这个电话号码或者邮箱联系到我们这个下校项目
I will also say the best way to email us is the best way to contact us is our email. We're only answer the phone 9 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. So email is always going to be the best way to contact us.
Okay. 那么大家如果是对项目感兴趣，对项目如果是有什么问题的话呢，也是欢迎大家给发邮件，因为大家可能是时差的原因打电话的话可能没有人就是能及时的回复，所以说是可以发邮件。当然呢，也是可以欢迎添加我们 InAmerica 小助手，然后来做一个更这个全面的解答。Okay. Can I move to the next slide?
Yes.
Okay.
Now this next slide is actually a 2-minute video, so would you be able to play it for us?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. 那么这一列呢，我们也是有一个2分钟的一个小短片，那么大家enjoy.
This is a place that's known for firsts, for greats, for sparking revolutionary ideas, for Ivy League tradition and Philly spirit, and for unfurling pioneering thinkers who see that the way things are isn't the way things have to be. This is where independence was declared, and liberty will never be silenced. The University of Pennsylvania was founded by someone who refused to be defined by just one thing, Benjamin Franklin believed we should live our lives in service to society. When the world needed a printer, he became a printer, scientist, philosopher, author, diplomat, journalist, and inventor. Becoming what the world needs is what we're known for. It's who we are. But here's what you really need to know. Before every first came every last time I'll try that. This thing will never work. And every third, fourth, and fifth time still aren't the charm that enables us to discover what drives us and excites us. Behind every great stands every great idea gone wrong. Every road that leads to nowhere. And every frustration and disappointment that helps us cultivate the resilience to persevere and overcome. Within every revolutionary thinker is just a bright kid who doesn't need bifocals yet, who wants to try something new and see what happens. We are those kids, hungry and focused, open and tenacious, endlessly interested and tirelessly inventive. Ready to uproot what's expected, uphold our values, uplift others, and upend thinking. Because when we quit pursuing perfection, we can perfect the pursuit. When we stop being afraid, we become unstoppable. We will discover a solution, or we will shape one. We will explore the path forward, or we will take one. Whatever it takes, we will find a way. But if we can't, we will make one.
Wow, that was really inspiring video. It was great to see some Philadelphia things because I graduated from Temple University in Philly. Actually living in Philly for 6 years. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I live pretty close to Temple, so it's nice to know that
Oh,
you're
nice.
familiar with the area.
Nice 啊，那么刚才呢也是Tiffany 老师给大家分享了这么一个非常有这个inspire 这个小短片哈，给大家看到这个宾大的一些风景，包括一些费城的风景。Okay, moving on to the next slides.
So just a little bit about Penn. So Penn, the University of Pennsylvania is actually comprised of 12 schools. There's the Annenberg School for Communication, the Graduate School of Education, Penn Law, the School of Arts and Sciences, which is where high school programs is held, the School of Dental Medicine, the School of Design. James, do you want to?
Yes, sure. Yeah. 那么宾大呢有以下12所学校，有12个学院啊。首先第一个呢就是安娜堡这个communication 这个交流学院中心交流中心啊交流学院。那么第二个呢是 graduate school education 教育学院啊 Penn Law 的话就是法律学院，还有 School Arts of Science 这个就是文理学院，这也是我们这个宾大的这个下校项目所在的学院所举办学院的这么一个所在的学院。那么还有这个 School of Dental Medicine 就是这个牙医学院。还有就是这个设计学院 School of Design.
And then the other schools would be the School of Engineering and Applied Science, the Perelman School of Medicine, the School of Nursing, the School of Social Policy and Practice, the School of Veterinary Medicine, and the world famous Wharton School. So these are all of the 12 schools that are comprised of the University of Pennsylvania.
Thank you. 那么还有呢，接下来就是另外的6所学院的话，就是有这个工程学院啊，还有这个应用科学，包括还有这个医学院啊，关于这个药剂学的，还有这个护理学院啊 ，School of Social Policy， 只是包括这个社会科学学院，还有这个兽医学院，还有大家可能最著名也是大家都知道的Wharton School， 就是沃顿商学院。
So each school also has their own application process. They have their own undergraduate programs. They're all completely separate. So just because you're applying to the University of Pennsylvania, it technically doesn't exist. You're actually applying to one of the 12 schools that I just listed. So just kind of keep that in mind as we move forward, and we can move on to the next slide.
那么大家可能在对申请 Upenn 的时候呢，可能不太了解，每个学校呢都是一个独立的系统，所以说当你在申请 Upenn 的过程中呢，其实你不只是申请 Upenn， 而是specifically 而具体的在向每个学校申请，所以说大家在申请的时候可以注意到这一点，每个学校都有自己的这么一个独立的招生系统。
So today we're going to be talking about the School of Arts and Sciences and actually where high school programs kind of fits into that, and then we can move on.
今天的话，我们也是因为这个下校项目所在学院呢，也是 Arts and Science， 就是这么一个文理学院哈，对，所以说我们可以今天会更多的讨论到这个学院。
Okay, so the School of Arts and Sciences is also sometimes called the college because it's the school where all of the liberal arts and school, mostly arts and sciences um, programs and degrees are held. So it's the college, which is technically the School of Arts and Sciences. We also have a graduate division. So if you're interested in pursuing anything outside of your bachelor's, we do have programs situated around that. Where high school programs falls under is actually the College of Liberal and Professional Studies. So within the College of Liberal and Professional Studies, we do credit and non-credit programs. We do graduate programs, we do certificates, we do a whole range of, programs that students can participate, traditional students, undergraduates, master's degrees, and then non-traditional students, which could be high school students, and it could also be students who maybe started school somewhere else or non-traditional students. So we have a wide variety wherever place you're at in regards to want to get your education. The College of Liberal and Professional Studies can actually help you kind of complete your educational goal. And within the College of Liberal and Professional Studies, which is also called LPS, that is where the high school programs lives and what I'll be talking about today.
Thank you, Tiffany. 那么 Tiffany 刚才呢也是简单介绍了一下这个他们学院的这么一个架构哈包括大家也是会把这个Arts and Science 学校呢简称为学院这个学院呢，因为这个学院是大部分人会来这边取得一个文理学院的这么一个文凭除了本科学院以外呢同时他们也有一个这个研究生的这么一个部门。那么我们今天主要讨论的这个 high school program 的话，主要是在这个 College of Liberal Arts and Professional Study， 就是在这个文理学院的这么一个专业学习的这么一个部门下面。那么除了这个high school program 呢，他们这个高中项目以外呢，他们同时也有这个刚才像我说的，也有这个研究生的也有研究生提供研究生的这么一个学位。除了研究生以外呢，他们有很多这个认证项目，所以说大家可以看到整个这个项目的广度和宽度都是非常多的，也是非常适合不同背景的学生去报考和申请。
So Penn Arts and Sciences and the high school programs, we actually partner for our residential component with a world-known company called Summer Discovery. Summer Discovery is our partner for our summer programs. So they are the ones who will be like your RAs, or we call them RCs, resident counselors. So they'll be the ones who live in the residence halls with you. They're the ones who take you on trips, make sure you get to class. They're there for anything you may need in regards to, support throughout the summer. They make sure that you get to your classes on time. They make sure that you know where to go on campus for your meals, for anything that you might want or need, throughout the summer. Summer Discovery is there to assist you. And they are a 24-hour service. Like I said, they live in a residence hall.
Thank you, Tiffany. 那么刚刚 Tiffany 呢也是聊到了这个宾大这个下校项目呢，也是有一个官方的一个合作伙伴除了我们以外呢，也是有一个这个 Summer Discovery 官方合作伙伴他们的话，我们也是非常荣幸在25号，就是美国时间25号，请到了他们 Summer Discovery 夏季探索来做我们的分享嘉宾。那么这个 Summer Discovery 呢，在这个项目当中呢，是起到了一个就是帮助孩子们住宿的这么一个作用就是如果孩子们来到宾大，可能是人生地不熟需要有一个这么一个监管呢，包括安排他们的衣食住行什么的，所以说可能会有这么一个他们会起到这么一个角色，所以说也是大家可以在孩子的这个住的方面是可以不用担心的，是有专门的人会住到这个公寓当中保证孩子每天的上课呀，还有这个去上课的路程中包括吃饭各方面的，所以大家是不用担心的。
All right, so we hold 3 summer programs over the course of the summer. Be talking about what we're holding for summer 2022. The first program that I want to talk about is our Penn Summer Prep program. It's 2 weeks, and it runs this year from July 4th to July 16th. In the Penn Summer Prep program, it's a 9-credit program, and it's for students who want more of a larger overview of the liberal arts. So you'll be able to take modules, and we call them modules because they're not credit classes. in the arts, humanities, and STEM fields here at Penn. All of the classes are taught by graduate students at Penn, so they are very well versed in the areas that they're teaching. They're also, some of them are also taught by faculty here at Penn as well. Some of the classes that we offer are in genetics, genomics, philosophy, politics, you know, a wide variety of arts and sciences. And I'll take a pause here, James.
Sure, thank you so much. 刚才呢 Tiffany 也是讲到了这个他们这个首先第一个项目哈，就是这个 Penn Summer Prep 这么一个预科的夏校也是2周，然后从7月4号呢到这个7月16号。那么这个课程的话呢，是一个 non-credit， 就是没有学分的。那么是这个课程主要是针对高中生的话，是对这个 liberal arts 对这个文理学院感兴趣的学生呢，可以来以后来上这些课那这些课呢，所有的课呢都是由宾大的这个研究生及教授来教课的。大家可以看到上面也列了一些就是一些专业，比如说这个像这个 biomedical 这个生物医疗包括这个生物数学neuroscience 神经科学social justice 包括这个法学之类的相关的一些课程。All right.
Okay, so more about the Penn Summer Prep program. So students who are completing their 9th grade, 9th through 11th grade are eligible to apply for Penn Summer Prep. So it's, like I said, it's a 2-week program. As long as you're completing the 9th grade or completing the 10th grade or about to complete the 11th grade, then you can apply for the Penn Summer Prep program. Moving on to the summer academies. These are our 3-week programs. They run this year, it'll run from July 10th through July 30th. The different academies they're all day experiences where students will be technically in their academy from about 9 to 4. And they'll only be talking about this one particular topic. So they'll be talking either about biomedical, it's actually biomedical research, experimental physics, that's research focused as well. Chemistry is research focused, math, neuroscience, which is research focused, social justice, global culture and communication, American Sign Language and Deaf Culture Academy. The American Sign Language is the only one that's actually remote, but everything else takes place in person.
Sure, thank you. 那么除了刚才这个讲到的 Penn Summer Prep 呢，就是这个预科学校呢，他们同时也有这么一个学院项目针对刚才讲的这个 Summer Prep 就是这个预科学校呢年龄的话呢是针对9至11年级的学生这么一个项目。那么第二个的话就是一个 Academy 一个学院项目呢，与刚才这个预科不同，预科的话可能大家就是比较笼统的学习，那么这个 Academy 的学院项目的话是3周，从7月10号开始到7月30号，为期3周，而且是一个全天的课程，从早上9点到下午4点。而且与刚才预科不同的是呢，不是说每门课都学，而是要专注于一门这个你感兴趣的专业。比如说像刚才我说的除了刚才我刚说了以外，还有这个这个 biomedical 生物医疗这个 experimental 实验物理还有这个化学数学神经科学还有这个社会法学的一些东西包括这个 global culture 世界文化，还有这个交流，还有这个 American Sign Language 就是这个美国的这个手语的这么一个课程。那么值得注意的话呢，就是唯一一个可以远程上课的话，就是这个 American Sign Language 就是手语的这么一个课程是可以远程上课的其他的话呢，大家都是需要实体的这个来上课哈。
Also with the academies, sometimes there are prerequisites needed in order to be a successful candidate in our academies. So you'll just have to check our website to see what will be needed in order to apply. So for instance, for biomedical, you do need at least a year's worth of biology before you can, high school biology, before you can apply. So we do outline what the prerequisites are for each of our academies. Also, the eligibility in regards to grades in order to get into an academy are also outlined on our website. So for instance, most of our academies, you just have to be in the 9th through the 11th grade. But for instance, our Global Culture and Communication Academy, you need to be completing the 10th grade in order to be eligible. So please just check our website, for all the eligibility requirements so that way you're aware of what you're applying for.
是。那么刚才 Tiffany 呢也是讲到，就是说对于这个 Academy 的话呢，可能有一定的这个学术和背景要求。比如说他刚刚举例子说，比如说生物课的话，那么要求呢你在高中的话必须是至少上过一节这个高中水平的这个生物课，并且取得了不错的成绩。这个申请年级的话呢，也是和这个刚才说的预科学校差不多，是9至10年级，但是有一门课不一样的话，有一个专业不一样的话，就是 Global Cultural Communication， 就是这个全球文化和交流的这么一个专业，必须是要求你在10年级以上。那么呢，欢迎大家也是在他们的官网上查看一下这个每门课的要求和包括有哪些，就是除了这个课程要求以外，还要求对年级要求，大家可以到官网上，也可以添加我们的 InAmerica 小助手来获得这么一个具体的信息。OK。
Okay. And then last but not least, we have our pre-college program, which is our longest program. It's 6 weeks. And this is our for-credit program. So when I say the difference between credit and non-credit, our non-credit programs, you get a wonderful academic experience, but it will not show up on a transcript. But for our pre-college program, which is our credit program, you may be able to get college credit for taking one of our courses. Now, for our pre-college program this year, it'll run from June 28th, so starting next Tuesday, to August the 6th. And for those participating in the pre-college program, you'll actually be taking classes with other Penn undergraduates. And those classes range from introduction to psychology, calculus, a wide range of liberal arts and arts and sciences courses. And our full selection of courses that will be available to each of the students will be listed on our website. Now for the pre-college program, there is a grade eligibility to this. So students have to be completing either the 10th grade or the 11th grade in order to be eligible to take a pre-college course.
Sure, thank you so much. 那么最终刚才 Tiffany 也是讲到这三个项目的话呢，前2个包括这个 Penn Summer Prep 预科项目和这个学院项目的话，他们都是没有学分的。那么最终如果是大家是对这个有学分感兴趣的话呢，可以上这个 Pre-College， 就是相当于一个大学预科项目。这大学预科项目的话呢，时间的话是从6月28号开始到8月6号结束然后这个和刚才这2个不同的是呢，前面这2个是没有大学学分的，但是你如果上这个 pre-college 这个大学提前预科项目的话呢，是可以获得一个大学的学分，然后这些学分的话呢是可以有可能转到你的这个从你的高中毕业以后进入大学过程中呢，转到大学学分的，大学学分的话也可以抵学费所以说这就是为什么这个项目比较吸引人的点。另外一个点呢这个课的话，这个是因为来的学生的话都是和宾大的本科生，注意和宾大本科生是一起上课的，不是说你和高中生一起上课，而是这个是真的进入到课堂当中和本科生一起上课上的课包括说刚才 Tiffany 老师举的这个像心理学数学不同的这个课程但是呢，这个课的话也是对于这个项目来讲的话呢，也是有一定的这个 eligibility， 有一定的这个要求比如说你必须是完成10年级或者是完成11年级以后就记住是读完10年级或读完11年级以后才能去申请这个课程，包括对成绩也有要求，所以大家也是欢迎去官网添加我们 InAmerica 小助手去了解一下这个要求
You can move forward.
Sure.
So, so I just gave a brief overview of 3 of our programs, but now we're going to go a little bit more into detail. And I see some things in the chat, so we'll address those questions as well.
Sure.
So, like I said, for the pre-college program, which is our 6-week program, students will be able to get. They can take a variety of classes. They could take one class for 1 course unit. They could take 1.5 course units, which would be a biology class, and which also includes a lab. So that's 1.5 credits. They can take 2 1-course units. So let's just say it could be Introduction to Psychology and a Calculus 101 course. Or they could take 2.5 CUs, which would be a bio class with the lab, and then 1 CU course, like an Introduction to Psychology. So there are a variety of things that the student can do. So that way you can take up to 2.5 courses at Penn for the summer. So like I mentioned before, The pre-college program, if you take a course within that, you will get credit if you pass for a college course. So you would receive a grade and you would also receive a transcript from Penn.
Wow, that's really nice. I wish I have something similar when I was in high school. All right. So 那么刚才 Tiffany 老师呢，也是刚才就是简单介绍讲了一下这个这个课程哈，有这个一学分的、1.5学分、2学分和2.5学分的。那么这个区别在于哪呢？就是首先大家学生的话可以首先选1学分的话就是比较好理解哈，就选1节课。那么1.5学分的话呢，这个就是这个.5呢，就包括了一个这个lab 就是实验室的这么一个环节啊。然后呢2学分的话呢也是比较好理解，你可以选2门课程啊。2.5学分的话就是最多就是你可以选到2.5学分的课。那么比如说刚才Tiffany 老师讲到的这个 psychology 心理学的这么一个课哈，就是包括可以有这个2.5学分的这么一个选项。这半个学分的话也是来自于这个实验室，就是你可能会需要到实验室去做实验啊，包括做一些研究啊，所以说这个课程是2.5分。值得注意的是呢，就是如果大家想要拿到这个credits 就是大学的这个学分的话呢，是必须要通过这些课程的，包括这个你要这个通过考试啊什么的，因为是和本科课程是一样的嘛，只要你通过这个最终的考试啊什么的，你才能拿到这个大学的学分啊，所以说大家要注意这几点哈，不是说你参加了就有的。Okay. Tiffany, we're having a hard time. Yeah.
Sorry. Like I mentioned, you have to be either going into your 11th grade year or your 12th grade year in order to be eligible to be in the pre-college program. And the classes, we usually have anywhere between 20 to 25 classes that you can choose from. This year, we're offering classes both online and in person. And all of our pre-college program courses are taught by faculty, Penn faculty. So there's no outside guest speakers or there's no outside guest lecturers. Everyone is a Penn faculty member who will be teaching within the pre-college program. And again, for the pre-college program, you are taking undergraduate courses with undergraduate students. So you will not be the only high school student. It won't just be high school students in the pre-college program courses.
Thank you. 那么刚才 Tiffany 老师呢也是有讲到哈这个课程化来讲的话，就是宾大每年会提供20至25门课程，无论是线上的还是这个线下的课程今年的话呢，他们也是提供了超过今年的话也是有这个选项哈，就是可以无论是线上或者线下都是可以的刚才也是 Tiffany 老师讲到你这个也是跟这个本科生是一起上课。所以说的话，你也是有这个机会可以跟本科生更好的去交流，然后你也不只是一个学生在里面然后 Tiffany 老师又重新强调了一下这个学生的这个年级包括10年级，你必须这个在读完10年级以后才能就是或者正在读10年级，就是才能去参加到这个项目当中来，所以说对年龄是有一定要求的。OK。
Okay, as a pre-college student, you have access to the similar resources as undergrad students at Penn for the summer. So you'll be able to utilize the Writing Center, which will help you with your essays, any types of writing things that you may need to do. They will be there to assist you. The Weingarten Learning Resources Center, students who may have academic needs, academic disabilities, they'll be able to get some assistance from the Learning Resources Center that'll be available to pre-college students. If you're taking any of our math or calculus courses, there's also a department that will help you with your calculus classes. Penn has 15 libraries across their campus. So as a pre-college student, you will have access to the 15 libraries to help you with your coursework. There's also student disability service for classroom accommodations, which is different than your academic accommodations. So that'll also be available to you as well. Do you need me to stop, Jane?
Yes, please. Sure. 那么刚才也是Tiffany老师讲到哈你作为这个 pre-college 就是这个预科项目的学生呢，来读这个下校的话，也是可以享受到和本科生同样的一个待遇哈，包括可以用学校的各种资源，比如说刚才老师讲到的 Writing Center 写作中心，还有这个 Learning Resource Center 哈，就是学习资源中心。就是如果是你这个学习上比较有困难的话呢，这也可以去这个学习资源中心。包括也讲到，如果你对数学有困难的话包括这个 代数包括这个微积分啊，他们也是有专门的这么一个部门去帮助学生。同时呢，宾大也是有超过有这个15所图书馆哈，所以说你如果是作为下校学生来的话呢，也是同样有这个access 有这个能力去进入到有这个权限去进入到学校的这些不同的这个部门当中，包括如果是学生可能是在这个有这个 disability 有这个生理上或者是心理上一些这个问题的学生呢，有需要帮助的学生呢，学校也是会给你提供这个去学校的这么一些安排，所以说也是大家可以看到，就是这个和本科生是没有什么区别的，都是可以利用到这些资源的。OK。
Depending on what your situation is, or if you need additional help with certain things, there may be some access to additional campus resources that we can provide to you as well. Every program, including pre-college, there's a specific orientation that will be held prior to the start of your program that'll be led by us in the high school programs team. You also receive a pre-college student handbook, which lists all the policies and procedures that you need to abide by in order for your class and to be have a good time on campus. And we also outline what the course instructor for your class and what their office hours are going to be as well.
Thank you. 那么刚才老师也是讲到哈，就是作为这个虽然是下校学生过来哈，但是和本科生没有什么太大的区别啊，因为你都是和本科生一起上课嘛，然后你也是可以去到宾大的不同的去到宾大这些校园里面不同的设施啊，也会参加到这么一个新生培训由这个文理学院和这个职业学习学院的这个导师带队的这么一个团队的一个orientation就是这个团队培训其次呢也是会收到一个这个项目手册学生的一个项目手册，项目手册里包含了这个所要知道的一些信息包括这个你上课的这个教授的一些信息和他们的这个工作时间段，所以说这样的话你也就是能确保你在学习过程中能联系到你的教授，然后呢在大学在宾大，因为宾大确实挺大在宾大当中呢也不会迷路，也知道自己该去哪里。
You can move to the next slide. So we're going to talk again a little more about the Penn Summer Academies. So these are just a fun slide that kind of goes a little bit along about some of the different academies we offer. American Sign Language and Deaf Culture Academy, which I said will be fully remote this summer. And then we also have the Chemistry Research Academy, the Biomedical Research Academy, and the Experimental Physics Academy. So if you can see the numbers next to the photos, that's about the capacity level that we have for each of the programs. So for American Sign Language, we have capacity for 16. For chemistry, we have 48 students. For Biomedical Research Academy, we have 104 spots. And then for the Experimental Physics Academy, we have 36 spots.
那么刚才讲完了这个 pre-college 呢，就是大学预科。就是能拿到学分项目以外的话也是Tiffany 老师又讲到了这个 Penn Summer Academy 就是学院项目，这边也是展示了4个这个专业比如说像我们刚才讲到的这个 American Sign Language 就是美国的这么一个手语的这么一个项目，这个项目的话呢是可以提供远程的这个项目你可以看大家看到左下角的数字有16个这么一个16个位置，有16个位置可以供大家可以报名右上角的话呢就是 Chemistry Research Academy， 就是这个关于化学的这个科研的这么一个学院可以有48个这个位置可以供大家去报考那么左下角的话呢，大家可以看到呢是有这个 Biomedical Research， 就是生物医疗相关的科研项目，有104个位置可以供大家去申请那么右下角最后呢也是 Experimental Physics， 就是关于这个实验物理方向相关的话呢，也是只有36个席位，所以大家如果是对这些方面感兴趣的话呢，一定要就是提前联系我们小助手，或者是给我们发邮件来报考，因为这可以大家看到这个项目这个席位的话可能还是比较少的。OK，
Okay, so here are our other set of academies. So we have the Social Justice Research Academy. We have a capacity for 60 students in that program. Then we have the Neuroscience Research Academy. which requires 1 year of chemistry. So each of the little sticky notes actually gives you a little bit of like where our prerequisites are. So we can kind of, I won't read them all, but you can kind of see what some of the prerequisites are. And then moving on to the Global Culture and Communication Academy, you need to be in the 10th grade. 10th or 11th grade in order to participate in that. We have a capacity for 20 students for that. And then for our Mathematics Academy, it is a requirement that you need 1 year of Algebra 2 trigonometry required. And we have a capacity for 55 students for that. So that's just a general overview of our academies, 3-week academies, 9-credit academies.
好 ，Thank you so much。那么接下来也是Tiffany 老师讲到哈，就是刚才像我们刚才说到的这个 Penn Summer Program Academy 提供的，就是这个学院项目提供的这么这个课程哈。左上角的话呢是这个 Social Justice 社会正义的这么一个研究的一个学院项目有60个席位然后右上角的呢是 Neuroscience 就是神经科学相关的有43个席位这个也是 Hands-on Live Experience， 大家可以看到哈。都是有这个可以上手到这个实验室当中去做实验的但是这个也是要求1年的这个 chemistry 有这个高中的化学或者是和生物课所要求必须是在高中有上过这所需的课程才能去报考这些学院。那么左下角的话呢 ，Tiffany 老师也是讲到的话是这个 global culture 一个全球文化这个和这个交流的这么一个学院。这个必须是10年级以上才可以去报考这个是只有20个席位可以供大家去报考去这个申请那么右下角的话就是 Mathematics Academy， 就是这个数学的这么一个学院这个是对年龄上是没有要求，但是是年龄上是9年级以上就可以，但是对这个学科的话呢，必须你是上过代数2或者是这个3角数学这个课程呢，才可以去报考这个数学的这个学院这个项目的话呢是有55个席位。
So just a little bit more information about the Penn Summer Academy. So as I mentioned before, they're 9-credit. The focus for the academy is more on student engagement and more intensive, integration of the specific course materials. So it's experiential research focused. So those that are STEM related, those are more of the research things, but global culture and ASL, there's no research component connected to it. The academic prerequisites, they vary by academy. So like I said, just check our website about that. The curriculum and the staff are approved by the academic departments and the directors of each of the programs. Now the directors and the staff, 95% of them are Penn employees, Penn grad students, Penn long-term faculty. We have a mix. And then there are some other faculty who are not Penn affiliated full-time, but have been working with our program for many years. So, they're Penn adjacent, and we really love the things that they've been doing for us. And I'll pause here.
Very nice, thank you 那么刚才呢 Tiffany 老师也是讲到这个 Penn Summer Academy 呢针对这个学院项目的话这个学院项目的话呢，首先它是 non-credit， 它是没有一个大学学分的这个主要是专注于学生的这么一个 engagement， 就是让学生有这么一个很好的交流和体验来到这个大学学习所以说大家学生的话就是可以对这个比较对自己感兴趣的专业有一个更深的理解更深的了解，想知道自己未来以后可能会报考什么专业，所以说这个可能会大家可能会对于那些学生不知道自己以后想读什么专业想要来了解一下，想要有更深的了解，对这个专业有更深的了解的话，适合那些学生那么刚才就是老师也讲到这个对于这个学生的这个prerequisite， 就是这个先修课程会有一个小的这么一个要求但是像我刚才说的就是每个专业，就是你想报考的想要就读的每个专业的每个项目的专业的话，会有不一样的这个prerequisite， 就有一个不一样的要求这个值得注意的话呢，就是这个所有的课呢都是95%以上的这个都是由所有的课程呢都是由大部分呢都是由95%以上的都是由这个Penn 就是宾大的教授或者是宾大的这个学生来代课的。即使不是教授和学生呢，就剩下5%呢，都是由跟宾大相关的专业人士呢去带队和这个授课的，所以说在师资上面呢，也是可以看到是非常强大的
So just as an overview of the academy, so like I said, it's a full day. Typically in the morning, there is some sort of lecture or guest lecturers who will be talking about whatever your subject area is. Each of the academies do involve some sort of small group work, so you'll be able to interact with your classmates who are all high school students, and either could be through journal clubs or discussion groups or whatever each of the academies focuses, but there's always some small group work integrated into each of our academies. And then usually in the afternoon, you either have a laboratory experience if it's a STEM academy, or there's some sort of site visit or field trip. So most of the academies do have 1 or 2 field trips throughout the 3-week experience. So that way, not only do you get to see some of Philadelphia, but you also may be visiting Upenn labs or departments on campus. So you can kind of get a feel for the city and the campus as well.
Very nice. Even though I want to go. Yeah. 那么刚才老师也是讲到哈，这个在时间安排上的话呢，这个课程的话呢是一个全天的课程，从早上9点到4点。那么对于早上的话呢，就是首先是学生的话会上课啊，有这个 lecture 就是授课环节啊，然后关于这个课程的话呢，就是下午的话呢也会有这个小组讨论，这个小组的学生构成呢都是来自高中生啊，大家会分成小组当中去做一个小组的作业或者小组讨论。同时呢，下午的话呢还有这个如果是你选的这个课程的话，涉及到了这个lab 就是实验室环节的话呢，你会去到 lab 当中呢去做更多的调查和实验。除了这个 lab 这个experience 呢，就是去 lab 的这个选项以外呢，还有这个 field trip 就是实地的田野调查会有1到2次的这么一个实地的田野调查这个学生们呢会去到这个费城的这个市中心包括深入费城还有深入宾大去了解费城，去了解宾大的这些周围包括和你项目相关的这些这个地方，所以说也是可以看到就是深入浅出
And we can move forward.
Okay.
And then last but not least, just a little bit more information about our Penn Summer Prep program. Again, it's 9 credit. And it's more exploratory, so it's just a general overview. There's only 1 session of it. It's 2 weeks. It's comprised of 9 class periods. And you get to select 2 modules. So you'll have a module in the morning from 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then you'll have another module from 1:30 to 4 p.m. And you get to pick whatever modules you want. We do not select them for you. They're based on whatever you're interested in. So some of the courses, you could have a photography course in the morning and you can have a politics class in the afternoon. It's completely up to you and what you're interested in. There's very small class sizes. None of our classes are more than 25 students per module. And again, the topics are a wide variety pulled from the liberal arts and sciences genre, so you can kind of figure out what works best for you. They are taught by Penn instructors or graduate students at Penn. So very intensive, but very short. We just kind of want to give you a little bit of a deep dive into at least 2 modules of your interest.
Thank you so much. 那么最后的话呢Tiffany 老师也是讲到了这个 Penn Summer Prep， 就是这2周的这个短课程就是这个预科项目，但是是没有学分的预科项目是这么一个是2周的这个项目这个授课的话呢是由这个2个单元2 modules 2个单元组成上午的话呢就是有上午单元和下午单元但是这个学生的话呢上午和下午可以选择不一样的课程去进行学习课程的话也是很多，只要是在这个liberal arts and science 的话，就是只要是在这个文理学院当中的课程的话呢，都是可以选到的然后这个也是小班制教学，每个班的话呢也是不超过25名学生也是都是由宾大的教授去这个去授课也当然它同时呢也是一个 college level， 就是大学水平的这么一个课程设置所以说这个预科这个项目呢，这个短的2周项目呢，可能它虽然非常非常短，但是呢你可能也是可以通过这个项目呢去探索你感兴趣的这2个可能未来想要继续深造的学科或者是专业也是非常好的一个机会All right.
Okay,
Next
we
slide.
can move forward. Yeah.
Sure. Oh, Oh, where you go? Okay, there you go.
Okay, so just a little bit about our program participants and admissions. We do realize that a lot of our students who apply are hoping to come to Penn, which is great. We love to see it. I do need to specify though that just because someone participates in one of our high school programs, it does not guarantee admission into going to the University of Penn as an undergraduate. We're completely different. Our admissions process is different. So just because you're in one of our high school programs, it does not mean that you get some sort of early access to Penn or anything related to the undergraduate portion of attending the University of Pennsylvania. So we love to see you, but please don't expect us, that means that you're going to get into Penn as an undergrad. We are looking for strong academic students. So typically we ask that the students who are applying have at least a 3.3 GPA. And then that they have well-written essays, teacher letter of recommendation. Sometimes we need more than one. It just depends on the program. So you'll need to look and see what the application needs are for the program you're applying to. They also have to meet the prerequisites. Like I stated before, you might have to have certain classes taken before you apply to one of our programs, or you might have to be in a certain grade. There's also language proficiency. So we do accept TOEFL scores and PSATs, SAT scores in order to kind of figure out what your English proficiency is. And we do have the language proficiency needs listed on our website and in our application, so you kind of know what to aim for. So, yeah.
Thank you. 那么这个最后呢，Tiffany 老师呢也是讲到了，就是大家可以看到啊，它毕竟是常春藤校的这么一个下校项目，它也是非常的竞争非常激烈的。老师首先指出的是这个虽然你参加到了这个宾大的下校当中，但是不代表以后你就申请的时候呢，一定会能申请到这个宾大的这么一个本科当中来，因为刚才老师也讲到，是每个学院的招生是单独的，当然你是非常好的，你有这么一个背景来参加藤校下校的背景，但不代表是你有这个背景一定能申请到这个宾大的这么一个本科学习。除此之外呢，Tiffany 老师也讲到呢，这个下校竞争是这个对要求化来讲是比较要求比较高的首先的话是你要有一个在校3.3加3.3以上的一个在校 GPA 同时也要有一个这个申请的一个文书同时呢也要有老师的这个不止一封或一封以上的老师的推荐信。同时呢，也要达到就是刚才老师讲到一些课程有一个 prerequisite， 就是一个先行课程，你要在学校已经完成它。同时呢，对于我们中国学生或者是英语为母语为非英语的学生来讲的话呢，也是需要有一个这个证明你的这个英语的这么一个考试的一个成绩，包括托福雅思这些这个成绩。所以说大家说如果是对这个项目感兴趣的话呢，我们 InAmerica 也会帮助大家去申请宾大的这个下校项目，因为大家可以看到这个下校是真的竞争比较激烈也同时呢要求也是比较高。All right.
And we can move to the next slide.
Sure.
Okay, in regards to summer 2023, so we hope that you all apply and tell all your friends to apply. Our applications won't actually open until December. We will be updating our website in the fall, so around September, with our updated application deadlines when our application will be open, what programs we will be offering, and the timeframes for that. So if you look at our website now, it'll only talk about this summer, but September and beyond, we'll start updating our website more frequently about what we're going to offer in our application process. So please just start looking at our website in September to start getting more updates about what we're going to offer for summer 2023.
Sure, thank you. 那么就是现在的话，可能大家已经没有办法报名了因为7月份项目活动就开始了。但是对于2023年来讲的话呢，他们的这个申请的话，会在12月的中旬开始这么一个申请，会开放一个申请那么在9月份的话，他们会更新学校的网站，所以大家一定要去关注一下学校的网站就是这个 第二行的这个Upenn.edu High School Program 这个网站，9月份呢他们会更新2023年的项目，所以大家一定要去，如果是对这个项目感兴趣的话呢，无论是添加我们的小助手，或者是咨询他们的网站，看一下他们的网站的更新项目所以说大家一定要是留意对哪些项目是感兴趣的，因为这个竞争是比较激烈的，然后这个位置也是有限的哈。
And then we can move forward.
Sure.
All right, I am here and available for questions. And thank you so much for allowing me to speak with you for a little while.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. Let me quickly look at my chat really quick. I do see one question asked pretty commonly, about relating about the recommendation letter from the professors. So
Okay.
one of our students or parents asked, would a recommendation letter from professor after participating in this activity be given? So any students would, go ahead.
Yeah, so we do prepare the instructors that they may be asked to give a recommendation letter, but it's completely up to the instructor. And if they feel they have a good enough relationship with the child in order to provide the recommendation letter. So it's completely voluntary for the instructor to provide it, but it's not mandatory.
Sure, thank you so much. 那么刚才我也在这个这个会议室的这个问题当中呢，看到有家长问说，哎，我如果孩子说参加这个项目来说的话，那么教授我会不会获得一个推荐信啊？这个刚才 Tiffany 老师也说这个教授的话呢，完全取决于孩子个人哈。有些孩子的话，如果说你在这个项目当中跟教授关系处得非常好，那么教授也愿意给你推荐信的话呢，那么你在拿到的这个推荐信上来讲就比较容易他们也是不限制教授给孩子推荐信的，但是完全是基于一个自愿的原则，就是教授如果愿意给你写的话呢，就是根据你的表现，教授愿意给你写的话，那么你能拿到最好。所以说这也是大家该关注的一个点哈。All right, thank you so much, Tiffany. So I see another question from our chat room is, so what about how do you guys ensure the safety? Because some people may, think about high school students living outside from their comfort zone going to Philadelphia. So we want to know, how do you guys ensure about the security?
Yes, so that's a great question. Even though I'm a Philadelphia native born and raised, I do realize that Philly is Philly. So what we do, like I said, the summer discovery team does a really good job of making sure that students typically don't go a lot of places by themselves. And they also have, our participants only have a 1 mile radius around Penn where they're actually allowed to quote unquote roam freely. We also make sure that the students are aware of what the resources are in regards to public safety, buildings that they have access to, places that they can go, areas that may or may not be a good fit for them. And we're really strict in regards to making sure that they know where their home base is, where they can't go. They also have access to their resident counselor's phone number, just in case any emergencies arise. They'll also have access to Penn's public safety alerts, just so that way if anything kind of goes down in the city or in the area, the students are aware of what it is and can move back to their residence hall quickly and safely. So we do have a number of measures that we try to instill in the children, so that way they can make good choices and be in safe places.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. Yeah, I was living in Philly for 6 years, so I definitely know what you're referring to. I'll translate to our audience. 那么刚才呢，家长也是有问到关于这个安全的问题哈，大家可能就想到费城，可能大家就觉得费城有些地方不是很安全。那么宾大这个项目是如何就是保证学生安全的呢？首先有这么几点哈，所有的这个项目的话呢，都是由这个刚才我们提到的Summer Discovery 夏季探索。有专门的老师会对应到每个学生当中来，而且呢，就是学生住的地方呢，都是在这个方圆1英里，就是离校园1英里的范围之内的，所以说都不会离开校园很远。大家可能对费城不了解哈，宾大的话，它在自己的这个 University City 就在自己的大学城内，所以说会相对来讲会比较安全一点同时呢，也有这个public safety 这个学生的话也是有这个access 可以接触到，有这个可以就是能力接触到。宾大的这个校园巡警各方面的这个资源，就是大家如果是学生有问题的话，可以快速的联系到他们。同时呢，学生也会知道就是项目负责人的电话，包括这个 Penn Safety Alert， 就是宾大安全系统的这些电话，所以说也是可以就是如果需要帮助的话，也是可以随时打电话啊。所以说宾大在这个宾大下校项目的话，在帮助学生在确保学生安全方面呢，也是做足了很多功夫啊。All right, I think that's all I have for today. I really thank you so much. Really appreciate Tiffany for today joining us. And I look forward to to have a more chance or opportunity to talk to you. I think today's a really wonderful event. It's our pleasure to have you today.
Yeah, it was great, and I'm sorry for the technical issues in the beginning, but like I said, we just share our contact information if you're able to, so that way if people have questions, we can get back to them. We're a little swamped right now because we're about to start our summer programs, but we would love to hear from them in the fall. So thank you all, and I hope you all have a really good rest of your day.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. It's really our pleasure. Enjoy your day too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. 好，那么我们也是非常开心这个 Tiffany 老师今天的分享。那么大家可以稍后休息个1-2分钟。接下来的话，我们会有 National Student Leadership Conferences 的主办方来到我们的现场来做这么一个分享。